Hello everybody, it is I, Cool, back again, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Radiator Springs Race and Rescue Kathy Copter. Kathy Copter is not a character I own a regular version of, so this is actually my first Kathy Copter. Also, my first small helicopter model, period. There's about 4 of these guys in the diecast line. 2 from Cars and 2 from the first Planes movie. I've been really hoping to get those guys. They're so cool. But, Kathy is a nice one to start out with. I don't think I saw her either time she was out in recent memory. I started collecting Cars pretty hardcore in 2022. Kathy was out that year, but I think I missed her because I only started collecting late in the year. She also came back in 2024, but I don't think I've ever seen her once in stores. She just kind of slipped through the cracks. So yeah, this is my first Kathy Copter. It's going to be really interesting taking a look at this one. A lot of people say they don't really like her design, and I sort of get it. The helicopters that Kathy, the model that she has, doesn't really allow for a lot of unique designs. Although they've made it work before, so that's what made me want to give this one a chance, is because we've seen different, versions of this model with different paint jobs, and they all look pretty cool. So, alright, here's our artwork here. I think that little bit of white is reflectiveness. I don't think it's the card being damaged, although I do think I accidentally crushed a card. Funny thing is, there was another Race and Rescue there that I didn't pick up, which was Sarge, unfortunately. But, oh well, he's coming back next year. So yeah, she's one of the only other Race and Rescues I own at the time. Morgan Martin, who I don't have. Red, who I don't have. I think I don't have anyone here except for Cal, which is a bit of a shame because I was really hoping to get some of these guys. Morgan and Red in particular. They're probably the most interesting items in the line. Maybe Jeff as well, but he's Jeff Corvette, so it's fine. Copyright 2024 because this is a new packaging style made in Thailand. A lot of people have been complaining that we don't get a new cardback style anymore. Like, we haven't gotten a new one for the main diecast line. It's just been the same sort of red cardback. See? It's just been that same cardback since 2022. And, it's not a bad cardback, but it's also just, it causes a lot of just, there's a level of, freshness that's missing. Because this card back here, I don't know, it doesn't really inspire much. It just kind of is. It does its job. It's just, it would be nice to see something a bit more fresh. This card back style is really good. Reminds me a lot of, I said the sides remind me of 2016. The background itself reminds me of 2010. With how sort of stylized it is. I would love to see, maybe if they had more than just 2 backgrounds for the red one, it'd be better, but got the Cars logo on the side, new for 2025, little blurb in the side. Of course, the Radiator Springs Race and Rescue logo. I just realized that Kathy's propellers are larger than the box itself. That's really funny. It always impressed me that they were able to make a helicopter as a single, but Kathy is rather small, so makes sense. There is her name tag. I always thought it was spelled Kathy Copter with a K, but no, it's with a C. She's not a Kremling. If anyone gets that, you're a legend. 3+, Mattel logo, metal logo. Hold on, is the Mattel logo different? I've heard some people say the Mattel logo was updated. Okay, so this was a 2025 release of President Mater. He doesn't have the new for 2024 sticker on the side. So this is what the Mattel logo looked like before. This is what it looks like now. Pretty interesting, Makes sense because it's their 80th anniversary, so I think they wanted to go back to the red. Anyways, with all that said and done, I'm going to be opening her now and taking a good look at this character. Okay, yikes. I am not going to be keeping this card back, unfortunately, because it would have been really funny to put one of the other helicopters of that mold in this bubble, but so whatever. So, anyways, on to Kathy Copter herself. Since this is my first Kathy Copter, I can't really compare her to original. I don't think I've ever even seen Kathy Copter. Alright, so there she has spinning propellers. Blaine's Line made a big deal about the fact that they had spinning propellers, which is funny because Kathy came out in 2008 of the Cars diecast line, and she's had spinning propellers. It's just a feature. Why would a toy helicopter not have spinning propellers unless they mean this part in the back? And why would a toy air vehicle not have spinning propellers? It's so strange. There's her expression. She has a nice smile. In the Cars universe, she's a reporter who wants to be a police chase helicopter. She loves good car chases. So I guess that kind of fits the race and rescue because, you know, it's like security, I guess. Although I guess it doesn't matter because she doesn't appear in the book, sadly. Which is a shame. I feel like that would have been really nice and, I don't know, sort of a nice sort of bringing back of characters to have her as a race and rescue, like, chase helicopter, but I guess there wasn't really a need for her. It was a children's book at the end of the day. Now, Kathy herself has a pretty nice color scheme. The Race and Rescue makes use of this dark blue and this bright neon yellow and this nice vibrant red. Makes sense. Again, she has a little microphone there. On the bottom, she has a searchlight. I believe on the regular version, it's painted red, but here it's painted silver because it should be. The Radiator Springs Race and Rescue logo. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, Kathy and Cal don't have any rumors for coming back next year, and I feel like they probably will get cut. I don't speak with any authority. I don't know the like inner workings of Mattel or anything. I don't have the case lists sent directly to me or anything, but you know, I just kind of have a gut feeling that they're probably not going to come back. I feel like if, like, I don't know, I just feel like they probably would want to trim the fat a little bit because I feel like it'd be a little overkill to bring back every single Race and Rescue. There are 18 of these guys. So, and plus, it seems like we're getting a lot more re-releases from the movies and shorts and all that. We're getting a bunch of Cars 2 diecasts again, which is really good, but also, I don't think we're going to get a bunch of Cars 2 diecasts without something having to give way, right? There's a look at the other side. There's your other spinning propeller. This makes me really want to get an older Kathy Copter. Maybe I'll get the 2009 lenticular. It's been a dream to get one of the 2009 lenticulars just because they're not talked about as much as the 2010 ones. There's her little rails. She does not have wheels, so she's... Yeah, so the spinning propellers basically act as her spinning wheels to sort of counteract that. Of course, you can pretend that she's flying, you know... From my friend Ty's book clubs, apparently in some countries, is the sound a helicopter makes when it flies. So yeah, overall, Kathy is a pretty decent item. I get why she's probably one of the least popular Race and Rescues, because just like, I don't know, there's so little space to work with. This part is so thin, it feels like I'm holding a pen. Like a really dainty glitter pen. Just look at her base. Hold on, what does it say? U28A. Wow, that's crazy. I said in the Cal video that she and Cal are like the last new Thailand diecast to be produced currently, which is kind of weird to think about. But I'd say they ended off on a pretty decent note. I mean, I'm happy to have Kathy. She's pretty neat. But yeah, that's all I have to say for Kathy. I don't think I can compare her to any of the other Race and Rescues. I only have Mater. That's the only other like rescue vehicle I have, but he's in box right now, so kind of had to be a standalone for this one. Sorry, but I liked Kathy fine enough. If you see her in stores, I would recommend picking her up, honestly, just because it's nice to have another helicopter. You know, the real cool thing about this is that I don't think she needs to be Kathy Copter. She could just be like a random helicopter. Like if you need a random rescue helicopter, like a nice small rescue helicopter, this is a good sort of stand-in for that. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the review, and I shall see you all around. Bye-bye!